Hey there, I'm Jill Griffin, and this is the Career Refresh Podcast. I'm a former media and marketing executive turned career strategist and strengths coach. I spent my career working my way up and through the ranks of global organizations and startups. And today, I show others how to do the same. Join me each week as we discuss the strategies to leverage your strengths, increase your confidence and visibility, and reset your career with actionable steps towards a finer future. Ready? Let's do it. Hey there. Welcome back to this week's podcast. I'm glad that you've joined me. I want to start by telling you that we are actively enrolling for my Amplify Your Strengths career coaching group program. And I'm so looking forward to working with this group of clients. It's a diverse group, and they are looking forward to learning and leveraging their talents, nailing job interviews, and beginning to tell really compelling career stories so that they can level up their executive presence, both within their company and within their overall industry. If you are interested in joining this next round, there is still time. So check out the link in the show notes, and I really hope to see you on the inside. All right, I want to talk about today's topic, and we're going to talk about how to build your foundation for your career well-being. It's really building the solid foundation for modern emotional health. And it's around your career and life. So it is so important that you have a solid foundation for your modern emotional health. Your boss cannot create your career well-being. Your company, even though I'm applauding the actions that I've seen companies take, having more benefits, really thinking about how can we support our employees, their well-being, their overall wellness, but your company can't build this for you with their employer-sponsor well-being programs. This has to be about you, your needs. This career well-being has to be built from a strong foundation of mindset, clarity, and actions. And it has to come from getting clear in what you want professionally. So the first step is the clarity. This is the clarity of knowing what you're really good at, your talents, your strengths, what do you value, what are your skills, and what are your non-negotiables. This knowing will aid you to know when to lean in and when to lean out, when to volunteer, and if you're voluntold, then you need to know how to leverage your strengths so that you stay out of the weaknesses, which are only going to increase your stress and frustration, and that's going to take a toll on your career well-being. This work, again, is about leaning into where your excellence and your genius lies. We're not in the pick up, clean up in aisle 9 kind of thing. It is about leaning into what you're good at. And then I often hear people tell me that they want to discover their purpose. And you don't discover your purpose, folks. You choose a purpose based on your strengths and your thoughts. It's mindset. Focusing on the areas where you excel and choosing your thoughts to keeping you in the flow will guide you as you choose your purpose. If you've had a talent for creating systems and processes, you see patterns and data and are able to easily collect insights, and you bring calm and order to a team, it really doesn't matter whether you work in a hospital, an animal shelter, or private equity. You're in your flow. I know you think it matters because that's where you want to choose your purpose. But once you know your strengths, then choosing which one of those environments to work in becomes really easy as long as you're showing up, mastering and being able to use your strengths in your day-to-day work. Everything starts with your thoughts. This is what you think, how you feel, and what you do will all come from your thoughts. So knowing your strengths is the first step to building a career well-being. This foundation is going to keep you tight and focused on what you're good at. And you stop draining yourself by trying to improve what you're not good at. And if you're playing to your strengths and you're in the flow, you're going to be less anxious, less stressed, and therefore able to think strategically and then take actions from that place of strategic thinking. The second step is you have to separate story from facts, because this is what can knock us over really quickly. If we are responding to the stories that we think versus the data that's in front of us, you can understand why responding to a story versus the data is going to create an outcome that you may not want. Facts are data. A fact never has a feeling attached to it. So it's your thoughts about the facts that are causing your feelings. And how other people act doesn't determine how you feel. A crazy client, a demanding boss, that is not going to determine how you feel. We determine how we feel by choosing how we think about things. How you think about your company, your current job, the opportunities in front of you, performance, the next job interview, and how you feel about your career. All of that is a choice that comes from your thinking. So when we allow ourselves to know that emotion we're feeling and separate the stories from facts, you're able to see the facts as facts and your emotions as your experience. And that's when you start to get agency over your career well-being, because you stop trying to control everything. And if you remember that your thoughts are what are causing your feelings, thoughts are just sentences that are in your mind, and they're causing your emotions. So if you want to be able to identify the thoughts that are causing your emotions that you're experiencing, you just need to pause and really get clear on how you feel around the facts. This doesn't mean you're going to change all your thoughts that you be happy all the time. It just means that you know the true cause of your emotions comes from your brain, not the facts. And once you understand that, you then can change your brain as much or as little as you want. This is what's going to bring agency. That's the freedom. I get to be me, you get to be you, and you get to build an emotional resilience that's essential for your career well-being because you're separating story from fact and choosing your thoughts accordingly. All right, the next step is about your mindset and your ability to challenge your thinking and a willingness to think in possibility about the future. Thinking of your future self helps you make decisions for where you are in your career today. It is how you create the decisions you want from your career well-being. It is what you want. If you want to be promoted, what do you need to do today? If you want to land that opportunity, what decisions do you need to make today? And when you are thinking about future possibilities, you don't hide. You may hide in the present. You may hide today. You may feel a little uncertain or not sure, and you may feel a little bit like hiding and being smaller. But when you are in the future, you go all out because you're thinking about what's possible. You're setting goals for yourself. You're facing challenges. Future possibility creates positive emotions because you're thinking with those positive emotions. You're creating excitement, pride, determination, focus, inspiration. And when you take actions from those positive emotions, you're really building a healthy career well-being. Your mental health is what you think. And your emotional health is what you feel. Your career well-being is how you think, feel, and act. And there is nothing more important than your emotional health. So building a career well-being that is based on your mindset, getting clarity, knowing, choosing your thoughts wisely is how you build a successful career for yourself. Okay, my friends, if you are looking for support while you are building your career well-being, I can help. I have a group coaching program starting, and the details are in the show notes. I can help you leverage what you're good at, increase your visibility, get the job interview, land the job offer, create the career narrative, and build a bigger and brighter future for yourself using my proven tools. If you want in, check out the links in the show notes. All right, everyone, have a great week, and I will see you next time. Thanks for listening to the Career Refresh podcast. If you're enjoying this podcast and you want more career and mindset tips, get on my email list by going to jillgriffincoaching.com. I'll also put that link in the show notes. But before you go, please rate and review this podcast as it helps me get the word out to people everywhere so they can also thrive in the workplace. I'll see you next time.